Hi, folks. Welcome to Hermit's Rest. As the title of this video has said, is facts about RV living on your own land. I might add, on your own land. And I'm making this because there's been some YouTube videos from some very popular and prominent channels um, that have been featuring people that are living in a little camper on a piece of property and saying that they're county approved, and homeowners association approved and all that. And it's okay. I mean, I don't care about those people, but the thing is they're dead wrong. For people with a short attention span, the answer is no. You cannot even park an RV on property, or camp, I should say, on the property that you own without a proper septic permit and county compliances with other developments. You can't. Period. I just checked with them just recently. Not only that, but if your homeowners association, if your subdivision or your property is governed by a homeowners association with what they call conveyances, conveniences, and restrictions, CC&Rs, and they don't allow it, that's even double of a hassle because homeowners associations submit their rules and regulations for their subdivision to the county, and the county enforces it. So now you got a double whammy. Um, and I've heard people say, "Oh, they don't care. They're not looking at me." I talked to them. Bullshit. They don't exist so that you can just do whatever you want. They exist because they're trying to attract, kind of what they consider legitimate property developers and homeowners that build legitimate houses. The other thing is that you've got to check with zoning. If your land is not zoned, I've got it written down here, R1, R1, I think it's 18. It's single family, so you got to make sure it's a single family zoning. And I mean, I've seen YouTubers, bragging and living, happily ever after on these, acre, 2 acre, 5 acre parcels with, two horses, five pigs, three goats and 800 chickens. And you know that basically, I'm pretty sure it's in any place. The counties that I'm talking about are Yavapai, Coconino, and Mojave, in my neck of the woods, northern Arizona. Um, I think you can have 8 chickens on your property, but no roosters. So hell, I don't know what's involved with a farm. Now, is that a hassle? Is that really, what's going to happen? I lived for 8 years in building Hermit's Rest. I didn't know if I wanted to stay here before I became county compliant. And nobody bothered me. But then again, I get along with people. I try my best to get along with people. If you're not in compliance with where you're living, be a nice guy. I mean, if you're going to be an asshole, eventually somebody's going to get just tired of it. And hey, these counties have hotlines to call. It's simple. They encourage you to turn these people in. And so, curb your arrogance and being not easy to get along with. Anyway, I was able to get permitted primarily because the county had opened up a little window of opportunity that allowed for not only composting toilets but alternative gray water septic systems. And I designed one, and it got passed, and it was pretty doggone involved. 26 pages, diagrams, and all kinds of things were involved. Um, right down to what kind of composting toilet I was planning on using. It had to be here. The video's not going too long. There's my system I designed, where it was going to be in relationship to the house. The toilet that I decided to use had to be had to be National Sanitation Federation certified, and which cost manufacturers tens of thousands of dollars to get that certification. And it doesn't necessarily mean they're the best toilets in the world. There are toilet manufacturers, composting toilet manufacturers, that are building excellent products that are even sometimes function better than NSF Standard 41, but they don't have the tens of thousands of dollars to pay for the government fees to get certified. Here's the one that I was using. You had to submit manufacturing documents. You had to submit all their their capacity requirements and all other stuff. The composting toilet cost me $1,374. The permits were $468, and I figured it was a couple $100 to build my mini septic system for gray water, and that was in 2005. And so, if there's anybody from the county that's listening to this, which I doubt, if you guys made it a little bit simpler, maybe more people would comply. I mean, for crying out loud. How about, all this? How about you say, hey, don't be a nuisance, don't make a mess, be sanitary, be cool. That's it. That could be three words, or three sentences on a page. I marvel at people that have to put themselves in a position to make rules and regulations. I'm going to do a video one of these days on what my assumption is of those people. I think that they're good people. I think they just have small minds. And so they have to project themselves into rules and regulations. There's a local homeowners association that has conveyances, and restrictions. And I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but yeah, you can't violate those, and like I said, you can't camp, on your own property. Or you might get away with it, but I'm just saying you're at risk. And so I like to look at those things because I used to develop property and such, and I always find it kind of amusing. I stay away from homeowners associations that think they have to govern anything. They had 5 pages on the regulations regarding putting up a basketball hoop. I mean, right down to the material of the netting and the color of the backboard and where you could place it. The conventional, basketball hoop on the garage door. Can't do it there. No, it's got to be off to the side. Anyway, I thought I'd do this because there's some stuff out there that's just not factual and accurate, and maybe it'll help people if they're really interested in, kind of getting off the road and finding a piece of property, which is what I did. And, I think it's a good idea. It is getting harder. It's getting much harder. Anyway, take care, folks. Hope it helps.